I really like how this game has real guns. That's developed in 1911, because that's useful. Because I really like how the calibers actually influence the stopping power and how the enemies react when you shoot them. So the 45 is actually really useful because it always, has most stopping power. There's even a soldier. I saw 3Dog playing earlier, because one of the soldiers here was talking about it. This guy says handguns have short range, low firepower, but they got great accuracy with low close range and high caliber ammo that stops targets in their tracks. So the game actually hints about this. Yep, 1911 is actually more useful than the M16 in this game. Also, really like how these guys have a little quote. When you look at them, as they're talking to the boss, they have something to say. Adds personality, adds a little bit of, feel for them, and they hint a little gameplay or secrets or just, their own background. I really like that. There's a lot of tapes. Because I really like how this game was designed as a portable game, and so, you're not supposed to sit down and listen to all the tapes at once or do all the missions at once, because it's a portable game. So I really like that these tapes are meant to be played on the go. Some of the tutorial tapes have little exchanges or jokes or interaction, or usually them just 3 reference, the back and forth between Kaz and Snake, that I really like in these tapes. I really really how the tapes actually describe the environment that you're in and the obstacles and the terrain that you encounter in the actual mission, I really like how this game has extra ops that actually fit into the story. If you go to the Alt tab here, like this Fulton recovery here, you have to play as somebody other than Snake, because Snake knocked out the guy and he's doing something else, and you go get him, the same guy that Snake knocked out in the story, so you have that context to the side ops as well. And I also really like how we have shooting range. I really like how there's an indoor shooting range with targets with an actual scoring system depending on where you shoot them. Yeah, I really like that. I also like how there's 4 lanes, because you could be doing this in co-op. I like how there's different targets, different shape. There's hostage targets, there's moving targets. All pretty basic stuff. PSP game. I really like that for some reason. I really like that the uniforms in this game actually influence the amount of ammo and weapons you can carry, as well as your running speed. Yep, I really like that. You know what I really like? You have to be careful with your Fultons in this game. You can't get a Fulton refill unless, in very specific missions and circumstances. And so the game usually gives you more enemies than you have Fultons, and you have to be careful about where you use them. And usually they put the better soldiers or prisoners towards the end of the mission, so that you can't just Fulton everything in sight at the beginning, because you'll run out by the time you get to the end. Yeah, I really like that, buddy. I really like how the Fulton animation is just a quick tap, You don't have to sit there for like 3 full seconds for each guy. Really like all the little mechanics around the vehicles and how they change based on the type of vehicle, the difficulty level, the arena that you're in, weapons, and camo you decide to bring, the approach, all the different approaches you can have. You can do lethal, non-lethal, alert, non-alert, Fultoning people, not Fultoning people, damaging a vehicle, not damaging a vehicle. Combination of all of these. Really like how each soldier's combat ability is broken down into each category, you know? You can see here, your combat ability is a reflection of all of these. Shooting, reloading, throwing, and placing weapons or placing traps, walk speed, run speed, CQC damage, and defense. I really like how each of these is discernible in gameplay, with a different speed, a different recoil management, and a different damage dealt and taken. And you can feel each time you do one of these actions in gameplay, you can feel how fast or how better the recoil management is and all the other actions. And so it makes playing as an S-rank soldier a much better experience. In fact, it's one of the first things you should do on a save that you want to develop is get an S-rank soldier. I really like how that's impacted in actual gameplay. I really like how the music changes in the menu when something significant is going on in the story. When there's a boss fight, you have this change in the music in the menu, you know? And it's not just for boss fights, it's for other things as well, like when Zadornov escapes, when you fight Zeke, they all have different music and sound design to them. Let's just say that I really like such sound design in the menu when things are going on. Yep, things you like about Peace Walker, and what a sequel would look like if there was ever a game that would be a successor to Peace Walker. Maybe a 5th installment. This is the 5th installment, by the way. Yeah, Fulton a vehicle in Peace Walker. Not only it's an item that restricts your rank to A, but it's a very late game item, and for some of the more important vehicles, you can only do it in co-op with people helping you. It's a big deal to Fulton. Oh fuck! This guy didn't go all the way down. To Fulton a vehicle in Peace Walker. That guy didn't go all the way down because my stun rod is also only level 1, because I also really like how each weapon not only has a rank but also has a usage level, including the stun rod, you know? So each time you use a weapon, there's 3 levels usage, and the more familiar you are with it, you'll get slightly better accuracy and damage. For the stun rod in particular, it's significant, because it goes from like 750 to like what, 2000 or something. So you actually kind of want to use the stun rod quite a bit towards the beginning. God, see, doing this without smoke grenades does all. There's something that I really like, how the characters have all these tapes, and you know, their motives and backgrounds and origin stories and things that they talk about with Snake. Yep. Alright, let's do the in the combat unit. Attempt number 1 at killing Kojima. It might fail because these are some pretty weak missions, but let's send Kojimbo against these 4 guys. How is he not last? He has like 0 combat ability. Well, okay, whatever. Alright. Go, you can do it. See you later. The best thing is to send them against a battalion of tanks. But we don't have those missions yet. Oh shit, we pour. I don't really need this. You know, I really like that when you start development in something, you can interrupt it and manage your GMP in real time like that. Just saying, I really like that feature. PSP, so I'm sure I'm sure they'll revisit it. They'll revisit them. Yeah.